Daniel, getting closer and closer to a world heavyweight title fight in Miami. How are you at the moment? Where's your head at the moment?
Head's in training camp, you know, that's where I'm at right now. It's from the gym, you know, go home, the rest, and then back in the gym. So it's cool, it's good, it's all part of the program, and I'm loving what I'm doing.
You've been in the gym a long time now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Does that feel like a good thing or a bad thing to you?
Probably I've been, you know, it's been a year in the gym, so we've just been working on new things. A bit frustrating sometimes of not getting a fight, or it's just this whole waiting process, but now we're finally here. It feels like it's getting real now.
What's noticeable from your time here with Shane in this new setup he's got here in Leighton and East London is how much more mobile you look. Your feet have always been good,
yeah,
but you seem a lot more mobile. Are you doing anything different? I mean, are you doing yoga or something like that?
Well, I've lost some of the weight.
Lost a little bit of weight, so you slimmed down a little bit?
No, yeah, just lost, you know, losing the weight, training harder, you know, getting things right, getting everything behind the scenes, what you don't see in the gym, away from the gym, getting that right. And that's
the important stuff.
Yeah.
And what about you're going to go over 2 weeks or 13 days before the fight, which makes sense because you've acclimatised a little bit. Do you have any concerns about adapting to the American gyms, the American environment and the build-up, Don King build? Do you have any concerns about it at all? You're looking forward to it?
Straight in, you know. Don King, yeah. Why not? I wanna see him and get to, you know, just
shake his hand.
Yeah, hear what he has to say, hear some of his lyrics. I'm sure it'll be a great show. It'll be a great fight as well.
Shane, looking at Daniel in the gym, he's the same fighter. He's still got most of the same dimensions, but he's so much lighter on his feet. He's so much more mobile.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of hard work and graft. Yeah, we've been in the gym for pretty much a year now. We've had 2 fights early, and then we've been non-stop working since August. So it's nice to hear someone like yourself that's come down. You haven't had a chance to see him. You know, I see him day in, day out, and for me, it's just merged into one. But you know, to hear yourself saying that he looks more agile, looks faster, that's exactly what we want. I mean, he never lacked the raw ingredients, was the power that, you know, the fact that he can impose himself, but he needed to be a bit quicker, a bit more agile, get in and out, because he's not going to be one of them ones that rolls his head and like a, you know, Joe Frazier walk you down sort of character. He needs to use his, you know, his physical attributes to get in and out, and that's what we're working on.
So, and you don't lose any of the power with that speed?
No, I mean, he's incredibly heavy-handed. You know, I mean, Lawrence Okolie's been in there with them all and says he's the hardest puncher he's ever been in with. So, and that's AJ included, you know, Dylan White, all these big boys, you know. And you know what he said is he was readable. You know, you could read him. You could see when he was about to throw his right hand. You could see that double jab coming. You knew the right hand was coming. But now it's changing it up. You know. You know, use a double jab, try and draw a lead, then come over the top of it, and that, you know, it takes effort and it's exhausting to do that, especially when you're 17 stone. You know, but it's just day in, day out, grafting him, and I feel like a little dictator every now and again. Come on, do it, Dan. But it's getting the best out of him, and hopefully we can show that on the 11th. To get guys like Daniel, like I want to work with the best fighters, and I want to work with the great athletes, and Dan come through my door, and I was, you know, saying thank you, because, you know, he's got so much to learn, but he's got all of the ability there. It's all sitting there. He's got the power, his speed, he's got everything.
Natural athlete, can hold a shot, determined. You know what I mean? He's got that killer's mindset. So, you know, I always talk about him like he's one of the top heavyweights in the world, because that's where I want to be. You know, and I want him to believe that as well, and I think he's going to get there. What have you seen with Trevor Bryan? What have you watched, or is that not something you do? Is that something you leave to Shane? What have you got? What do you know about him?
Well, he's crafty. You know, he's got, you know, decent technique, and you know, he's a durable guy. So I'm not overlooking this guy. I'm taking him seriously, and putting in the work, and you know, I've got an idea to, you know, just take it to him and, you know, make a statement out.
Do what Daniel Dubois does.
Exactly, you know, devastation.
You've had a look at Trevor Bryan, and Dan is Dan. He does that thing where he talks about it and he's confident he's going to win. It's going to be a big occasion.
Now, occasions can get to fighters. Would Dan be okay if there's, say, if there were 10,000 there and Don King's worked on him all week?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You know, I mean, he went and boxed on a Jake Paul undercard in his last one, and they didn't really know who Daniel Dubois was, but trust me, the occasion was mental. Like, it was crazy. I mean, I've been in some pretty big stadiums, and you know, when Dan landed that first shot, the sound of everyone it was incredible. So I think he feeds off it. Yeah. You know what I mean, I think I think actually being in a flat stadium with no crowd and stuff, that's almost worse. But I mean, no matter what, he beats Trevor Bryan. Yeah.
He does, yeah. I mean, that's what we all think. Yeah. So I have to then think over here, so what can go wrong? Gets it wrong on the night. Is Bryan better than we think he is?
I think he's better than what people give him credit for. You know, definitely. I think he's a gym fighter. You know, he's spent years in the gym. He's been around that heavyweight factory in Florida. And you got to remember that, you know, I know Shannon Briggs is an old fighter, but he's got loads of tricks up his sleeve.
Still Shannon Briggs, man.
When he was sparring him, he was sparring Holyfield as well. He used to spar. He's been in there. I think if you say to Trevor Bryan, he's been in there with probably every single heavyweight of the last era. So So you know, you can't discredit that.
You learn something from that, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, you're picking things up all the time, and he's good underneath. He's good underneath pressure. He's good when punches are winging over his shoulders. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he's like when he gets hit clean with 10-ounce gloves on, and that means if he holds that shot, then that means that we have to, you know.
Then it's going to be a good night.
It's going to be not a hard night, but it's going to have to
work.
Get some rounds in.
And so you should. And so you should, in all fairness. With Daniel, it just seems like, it seems like it seems like there's really something there.
Definitely, and it's the fact that I know how good he can be, and I know how much he's got in the tank, as it were. Do you know what I mean? I just want to maximise him, because you know, if I believe it, he'll feed off that, and he'll start, like, he doesn't lack confidence, but I think he just thinks that everyone's quite good.
Yeah. Cool.
You know, but you're not everyone. You're an exceptional talent, just like Adam Nadim is an exceptional talent, right? So it's like, really believe that, and then you become untouchable. So that is the psyche that you need as a coach. You know, you need to instill it day in, day out with them, and really, you know, make them believe. Make them believe. Because I've had fighters in the past that weren't exceptional amateurs, that achieved a lot of things. Yeah. A lot. And they've gone on to win world titles, and it's because of the enthusiasm around them. You are so good, you're incredible. You know, and next thing you know, because they have all the raw ingredients, if they've got a good chin, if they can punch.
You give them the belief.
And you just give the belief, and the next thing you know, they're achieving it. And, you know, let's just hope when he achieves it, he looks back and appreciates it.
This whole heavyweight thing at the moment, the heavyweight scene at the moment, it's a vibrant scene, Dan. You know, obviously Tyson Fury, we don't know what he's going to do. Yeah. Anthony Joshua's going to fight Usyk. Joe's got a great fight against the other Joe. Parker and Joyce, it's a good fight. Yeah. Dubois still around. That's just here. Yeah. Wilder's announced just recently he's coming back. Okay. It's a great scene to be involved in, isn't it?
It's great. I'm glad. I want to be part of this next wave coming through, and this is my time, you know. All the old boys, they're getting older, and this is my time for sure. I've got to make it, you know, do it now, and, you know, go and steal the show and make a statement, and, you know,
are you conscious,
my name up there.
Are you conscious about that, making a statement? So you're going out there to lead, to do a job on Trevor Bryan?
Of course, 100%. I haven't been in the gym for a year, not with, you know, any otherwise, you know. Yeah. This is what I do. This is how I like to fight. I like to bring excitement, and you know, this is going to be a great fight. You know, UK vs America, USA.
Don King v Frank Warren.
Yeah.
So there's rivalries across the board.
Yeah.
And what about if I had to ask you for a prediction? Do you do predictions, Dan? I mean, do you do? Obviously, you're going to win. You're going to take it to him. But would you do about specific predictions?
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
Go on.
By any means necessary.
You're nicking good quotes as well. I'm going to ask you this, Dan, and it's looking past the fight. What's Daniel Dubois going to do to celebrate? He's been in the gym for a year. Yeah. He's beaten Don King's man. It's in Miami. He's holding a version of the heavyweight championship, a version of it. Yeah. What are you going to do to celebrate? 11 o'clock at night on the 11th of June in Miami. Where are you going? What are you doing?
It's in Miami, so, you know, say no more. It's Miami, man. That's the place, isn't it?